Modern Voice FM officially presents to you the Zambezi Express Musical Show. Are you an artist in Chirundu? If yes, then here is an awesome opportunity just for you. Zambezi Express is a musical platform for all local artists and musicians looking for exposure.
All right, well, that's a long time coming. Of course, the time that we had that awesome Zambezi shakedown, the Zambezi Express live on your number one radio station. Well, we're going to go, and of course, well, this time around, we're gracing another artist all the way as we get across the Zambezi River. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on this platform, this exciting show, I'm having Mr. Seku, and he has been accompanied by Mr. Yusuf, and well, we have a lot of things that we'll be discussing. But hey, Seku, good morning. How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
It's good to have you on the platform. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Well, let's also get to have Mr. Yusuf joining us on the other side. Mr. Yusuf, good morning. How are you doing today? We're doing good. Thank you so much for coming live. Anyway, let's discuss what we have today on this edition. There's something new that is coming through. But first of all, let's start with you, Seku. Maybe that people are listening for the first time and they don't know who Seku is. Maybe tell the listeners, the fans out there, who's Seku.
Okay, Seku, his real name is Gabriel Gwini.
Yeah.
And Seku, it's like the name I use in this music thing. Like way back, people used to call me Sekura Blessing, so I have to cut the Sekuru and then put the Seku to put some swag in it in the music industry. And Seku has been in the music industry for more than 20 years, way back.
Yeah.
First of all, I used to record music to some of the recording studios. And then I decided to come up with my own studio. That was way back. So eventually, down the line, coming to where I am, Seku is a musician and a music producer as well.
Wow. When you say way back, as in how many years are we talking about here? Like in the industry?
Actually, I remember our first recording was in 1996.
Wow.
That was way back.
I mean, you're a legend.
Soon after I was from school, that's when we did a hit single called Marimba. We had a group called Mud Steppers.
Yeah.
Way back.
Okay.
And then down the line, the music industry was a hassle that time, whereby people couldn't accept our new music, the music which now is dominating today. Okay. By that time, people were like kind of hard to accept it.
Because honestly speaking, when you take me back to 1996, I'd say I'd only listen to Tuku music by that time.
Yeah. That's the time where Boys to Men, R. Kelly, and stuff like that. Those are the guys who inspired me to get into this music industry.
Exciting. So, what type of music do you really do? How do you describe the type of music? As in, what's the genre?
Actually, as a producer, I don't specialize.
Oh, okay.
And as an artist as well, I don't specialize. I just do whatever comes in my mind.
Okay.
Whether it's reggae, it's dancehall, it's R&B, it's house, it's Afro-pop.
Yeah.
Whatever that I feel like I have to jump into this, I just do.
Okay.
I don't specialize.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So anyway, let's talk about how you have, where did you, apart from you listening to the likes of the R. Kelly, how did the interest come in music?
First of all, I used to be a dancer. I used to be a dancer, and then I emerged from dancing to singing, and by that time I used to do covers. Like I listen to Boys to Men, I do my own version, the same lyrics and what. And then this other friend of mine called George, he just said, why are you singing some other people's songs? Why don't you come up with your own songs? That's when I started now writing my own compositions. And then from there, I grew interest and I saw it coming. All things were just coming together, And then that's when we started composing songs and jumping into the studio for recording.
All right, well, stuff. Apart from maybe music, is it the only thing that you do, or other things that you actually do that we should not talk about here?
Yeah, actually, I'm a full-time musician, or I'm a full-time music producer.
Well,
I only do music.
Okay.
Yeah, music, when I'm not in the studio, maybe I'll be with my family.
Okay.
But most of the time, music is my work. Studio, doing my own thing, recording some other artists. That's what I do. That's Seku.
How many artists have you helped in terms of music production?
I've worked with a lot of artists. If I have to put maybe in Zimbabwe a percent, maybe I've worked with 95% of artists that are in Zimbabwe. I've worked with so many big artists, well-known artists which are well established and upcoming. Some they failed, they couldn't make it. Some they already made it.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm proud to say I've worked with almost every big artist in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So moving forward, as in the industry, what's the target? I mean, how you want your legacy to be as an artist and as a producer as well?
What I can say is to help those who've got talent. And I normally say, being serious, it's not like you can sing, but it's the effort you put towards the work you're doing.
Okay.
So as for me, people should at least say something good about my work. And so far as I'm proud to say, like, I've got so many big artists where I can say, for that person to be where he is or where she is, there's part of my effort in it. So by just that, I just feel proud, and I can say at least down the line when I'm gone, my works will just say it themselves best.
Okay. All right. Well said. Well said. We still have enough time. Probably we go for a short break, and when we get back, we have some jams that will be playing from the African Voices album, as well as some songs done by you. We'll be able to play those songs so that the people out there can get to have the feel of the type of music that we are playing. You didn't tell us the type of music actually. There's Sungura music. I've heard about Sungura. Sungura music. Yes. Is it something similar to, like, you just talked of you do everything. Yes. But as in any type of songs that you are just specific to say, I'm good at this?
What I can say, as for me, as Seku, as the artist, my strength is in R&B. My strength is in R&B and like soft music. But still, like I said, I don't don't specialize. Okay. I do everything. But there's no Sungura and reggae. Yes, you find more of reggae, and no dancehall. But dancehall maybe you find it to other artists I produce. But as for me singing, you find like laid-back music, chilled music, more like R&B.
R&B, okay.
And a mixture of R&B and reggae. We fuse.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So when we get back, we'll look at some of the challenges as an artist and as a producer. We all know we have been hit with COVID-19, and a number of things have been standby, on pause. And with these restrictions, and we'll also talk about maybe you have done shows, there are some international collaborations that you have made, and how has been the support not only in Zimbabwe but across the continent. This is the Zambezi Shakedown, live on your #1 radio station. Well, moving forward, let's look at how challenging now, not only for I believe here in Zambia, with COVID-19 is everywhere, of course. Yes. We have had shows been cancelled, and with other artists, they took it as an opportunity to do songs sensitizing people concerning COVID-19. Before we talk about the challenges, how did you get to accept the fact that you are in this business and you just won't let go because of this pandemic?
Yeah, actually, as someone who have got a strong passion on music. I couldn't let go, but otherwise we had to improvise.
Yeah.
What we used to do, we can't do it because of lockdowns and some restrictions. So we had to improvise and shift and start working towards online performing and online release.
Okay.
So it's like somehow, to me, I can say it was a blessing in disguise. It gave artists a chance and time to work on their craft, to at least study where they should improve and take time to come up with the best. Like way back when things were normal, people maybe would rush in the studio, just do a project running just because maybe they've got a show, they've got so many programs lined up for them.
Yeah.
But this time they had to concentrate, wait. The only thing an artist could do is go to the studio and do an online performance, which is an indoor in-house thing. So on that point, I can say it gives artists time to reflect and see where they can improve and where they can change and uplift their music to a better stage.
Okay. All right. Well, let's look at some of the challenges before we look at the mainstream of the challenges in the industry. But with this COVID-19, what are some of the challenges that you thought very hard to get to accept the fact that there's this pandemic?
The main challenge I can say is there are some artists who depends on music only.
Yeah.
Whereby maybe they say they get their money from shows, and shows were cancelled, and an artist to come to the studio, the producer want money to do the work.
Yeah.
So that couldn't happen, and artists could come and say, can you at least record us for free, and when things are better we'll try and cover it up. We'll try and make it up to you. So I can say that was maybe a major challenge whereby artists couldn't afford for studio times, except those signed artists whereby they have free time for studio session.
Okay.
But that's the challenge I could at least say.
Okay.
And money couldn't come to artists because they were not performing.
Okay.
And producers rely on artists. If the artist doesn't come to the studio, the producer has no work.
Okay.
You see, and if the artist is coming to the studio, the producer has work.
Yeah.
So that's the only, maybe the major challenge I could say that faced so many artists in the music industry.
Okay. How do you spread your music across? Because I'm told it's not only in Zim that people will listen to you, but you also hear you in Zambia, Modern Voice. How's the process? How do you do it?
Actually, I'm grateful whereby technology nowadays things are easy. Even when I'm in Zimbabwe, I can make my music being played maybe in America via an email.
Okay.
So at least with technology and how things are being handled nowadays, it's a bit easy for you to have your music being heard at any radio station. And so many radio stations have got email addresses. You send your music via email, and especially in this COVID lockdown thing, you couldn't even travel to go to a radio station, but you will do that online. You will send. So music can be actually spread via internet. When it talks about Facebook, YouTube, people can access music easily as we are in this day and age.
Yeah. Do you have social media platforms that has got your name on it, your accounts? So for one who's listening now, how should they go about it?
Okay, if they want to access my music and me as well, I'm on Facebook. They just go Seku B on Facebook, Seku B on Instagram, Seku B on WhatsApp, and even on YouTube, Seku B, which is SEKUBEE.
Okay. Okay, well.
Even if you just go on Google,
Yeah.
just type Seku B, it will give you so many avenues to my music, so
Okay.
many ways to get to my music. Even on iTunes,
Yeah.
if you just type Seku B, it will direct straight to my music, and you can get access to my music.
Okay. Have you had, let's look at how you have been conducting your shows. If you have performed before, if you have had shows, how do you perform for free? You do it with money?
Okay, yeah. People, they have a tendency whereby they normally put focus to someone who's like very, very famous. Whereby if you are someone who is not well known, it's kind of like hard for you to do a show. People will be just trying to hear your music first before they jump into the groove where you're going. So actually, for my performances I have done, my performances were well. I can't complain. You need to at least first give people music, the ones who you are going to perform, whereby people, they like whereby to sing along, especially when you're performing. But if they don't know the song, and you have to perform songs that they know, so if you are trying to give them something new, or maybe you're performing to an audience which is very new to you,
Yeah.
you have to be very creative enough to make them feel you, see where you're coming from and where you're going.
Okay.
But a lot of people, they've got this tendency whereby they want to groove to something which they already know.
Okay. All right. Okay, there you have it. Well, this is an exciting show to those who are just glued. In case you're joining us for the first time, this is the Zambezi Shakedown. Like we had said, we have those couple of songs that will be coming through. All right, so maybe let me just get from both sides the challenges in the industry.
Maybe I cannot say it's a challenge, but it's a weakness whereby a lot of artists, they have a tendency whereby when they record, they just sit down, they just think music, it will push on its own. So after recording, that's where a lot of work starts. You need to push, you need to network, you need to make sure your project or your music has gone to the right people. And when you're talking about the right people, you're talking about you DJs.
Yeah.
So some artists, they have a tendency whereby when they record, they just sit down and send that music to their friends. And then their friends will just say, no, it's good. But it's not enough when that music, it's not spread all over the world.
Okay.
So you need to have connection, and you need to put your music to the right people who will make your music go viral.
Well said. All right, so with the remaining minutes, we're gonna have to play those songs, and after that, you get to listen to what we have, listen to what Seku B has, the African voices as well. So before we go to do that, let's a quick one. The advice to the upcoming artists out there and somebody who wants to be like you.
Okay, yeah. What I can say, whatever you're doing, never give up. Keep on pushing, keep on doing. You might want to give up while at least you are almost there. So whatever you're doing, never give up. Just keep on doing. At the end, you will achieve your goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mr. Yusuf.
Yeah, we want musicians from across the country.
Yeah.
Or not the Zambians coming to Zimbabwe to record, and then we come this side, and then we do works together, so that we give what people want.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
To add on that,
Yeah.
we are very free to work with anyone. If you see you've got talent, just get in touch with us so that we come up with something.
All right, that's good. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from Seku B and Mr. Yusuf. Probably I don't know when we're going to meet again, because you're rarely seen nowadays. But anyway, looking forward to another interview, though.
No, with God bless you.
Excellent. Yeah, sure. So we're gonna play those songs. Maybe if you were to give me a selection from the African voices, these. The names though.
Maybe your choice, or maybe you can play Kanawada Kundirora.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe that one, or maybe Nyemwe, I don't know.
Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and we'll get to the other side and drop those awesome jams and get to love what we have right here on your number one stereo. That's been Access, Mr. 5.60Z Ziga, Chinyao Chopper Radio.
Modern Voice FM officially presents to you the Zambezi Express Musical Show. Are you an artist in Chirundu? If yes, then here is an awesome opportunity just for you. Zambezi Express is a musical platform for all local artists and musicians looking for exposure. Talk about the artists with skills. Behind the scenes and microphone.
My real name's Gabriel Sakala.
The passion.
Who is J Black?
J Black is a rapper from Chirundu, actually. Born here, this is my home, actually.
The charisma.
What led you to get into the music industry?
First of all, it's just the love that I have for music.
Okay.
Yeah.
The multi-talented.
Yeah, so his metaphoric skills is a singer, rapper, songwriter. Yeah, I'm good like that.
And the bold and blunt.
Somebody got a garage, Paddy Muzaki, as in Invit. That's a bad habit. We need to work together as a local artist.
For sponsorship and promotion, come directly to Modern Voice FM at the border area, or you can call us on
+260 96 64 30 225 or +260 95 55 15 235.
Zambezi Express is a musical platform for all local artists and musicians looking for exposure.
Amazing records, Seku B, something called You're Falling, all the way from Zim side, 1410. That's the time order, your number one radio station. Jamming out those local tunes.